Hi, you guys.
Hello. Thank you.
Somebody just sent me Donald Trump's announcement that as much as he wants to be with his son Don and his new wife, he can't be there.
You know why, I think?
Why?
Because yesterday Iran announced that they are giving $50 million for him and for Bibi.
Wait, Iran announced it that he's giving it to Donald and to
No,
Bibi?
no, not to Donald. No, to someone to get rid of Donald and Bibi and the admiral of that ship.
Yeah, they want him. Oh, everybody, this is Violetta.
Hello, everybody, and thank you.
We were talking before we came on. We're just like, well, let's get people in here.
So he is afraid because it will be hard to keep control over him over there in Hawaii. Chelsea Gabor is from Hawaii, and she's quitting. You just said a moment ago to me that she announced that she's leaving.
Yeah, Chelsea Gabor announced she's leaving because her husband has and he was just diagnosed a bad case of bone cancer. By the way, I had a friend, I was telling Violetta, he was a farmer. My God, he used to grow the best red onions, just as sweet as can be. I'm trying to grow red onions. They'll never be like his. And when I was pregnant with Nicole, I used to crave red onions and cucumber with oil and vinegar. Just all I wanted. I couldn't get enough.
I couldn't get enough ice cream. So it was winter and we had to go, and Richard had to run for the ice cream for me. It doesn't matter if it was raining. I would sit in the car because I couldn't park too close, and he had to run to that best ice cream place in Wrocław.
So he is dying. Well, not dying. Well, it's usually a fatal when you get bone cancer. But when I was in nursing school, I remember they talked about it. And it's one of the most painful diseases you could ever have.
Oh, yes. If you have any problem with your bones, like I was telling you that
tell them the story.
I can't drink alcohol. I couldn't all my life. I was the stubborn one because I couldn't. I will have right away pain in my long bones, like this bones. And
that's amazing. I've never heard of that before.
My sister-in-law has the same problem.
And that all goes straight to my brain.
Yeah, I was sober all the time. My son said, I never have seen you drunk, Mom. So
it's not fun.
So we will be asking each other questions. And I have a question from the last moment. A moment ago, my girlfriend from Florida sent me information that they were attacked by Cuban drones. And
is she in Cuba?
In Cuba, in Florida. She's in Florida, but Cuban drones attack Florida, apparently. And
tell everybody what you just said. That is, you just told me, and I haven't heard this yet. Apparently, Iran has paid all kinds of money to
$50 million, which is a lot of money for them. And they want to call some people shorty, Trump and Bibi.
Well, I don't know if you said
the admiral of the ship.
I don't know if you said it on your show, but I remember getting that weird feeling. And I told everybody, listen, him and his family can never have peace. They will chase him. I don't care if he's no longer president. They want him.
And in Hawaii, it's a small wedding. It will be hard to control everything.
Right. So Trump just announced that he's not going to his son's wedding.
Is he going or not? Is he making everyone believe that he's not going? Can you pull
Could be. He could be saying that out loud because the Secret Service told him to.
Yeah. Pull 3 cards. We will know.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Symbol of secrets that his son is angry about that. He didn't even mention his daughter-in-law by name.
He did on this text.
Oh,
he did mention her name. Yeah.
He said they are he's for a long time with that girl. And I don't think his son will be happy about this.
Yeah, but he doesn't really like his sons. He's never liked his sons.
No, but the son will be upset because his friends were coming to have connection with daddy.
Ah.
Part-time wedding, more decent, and they will be waiting for him to come in. They will be all the time suspecting him to come in. And he doesn't want to go because the secret services are telling him, we can't guarantee.
Listen, his whole life is on edge now.
Yes.
They want to take out Mar-a-Lago.
And if the drums will be more accurate, who knows?
Now, do you want to ask me a question?
Yes. Can you see for digital ID in UK, will people reject it and digital ID? So they have some kind of passport documents with digital ID. Do you think it will be appreciated by people and the Congress will accept this?
I'm feeling like it will. It's sign of the times, but it's going to take longer than they thought. A lot of people will resist it, but it's going to be everything in one thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think, I don't know how it is.
People don't want to pay for it, though. They can't be charging people all kinds of money. Eventually, it could be 7 years because they got a lot of glitches they got to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have on your ID the group your type of blood type? On your do you have with your driving ID? Do you have the type of your blood?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you on the back, if you're giving donations, you can say I donate.
I can't because I have a bleeding disorder. But in Poland, we had to have it on our driving license, the information, and it was saving lives. I don't know why they don't do that.
Listen, they got me at 5'6", 110 pounds, and just the usual brown hair, brown eyes.
Can I go to your place?
And every time I renew my license, I don't change it. Actually, I don't have 110, but if I did, they don't pay attention.
No, they are checking me out all the time, every 5 years.
Yeah. Oh, well, by the way, I love you when you're on with Nate.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't he so nice?
He is such a nice guy. I'm glad that we are in collaboration.
Okay, the Blake has a question. How can we trust both the midterm elections and 2028 elections? How can we trust that they won't be rigged?
Three cards, please.
1, 2, 3.
Sometimes we are going to the weddings and we're looking at the bride or groom and we know which one will be cheater.
I see Elon getting in trouble before. Like there's something that he's unable to do what he wants because he's already in trouble for something else.
But I think they will be cheating. Looking at them, you know
Oh, well,
that.
they cheated on Mossy. They cheated on that one.
Yeah.
The
They
guy got overkill of the amount of, they said it was unheard of. That's because they cheated.
That's what I said to some of my viewers because people are writing me emails. We will learn about this, and what they put, they will receive. But magic will be happening, and things will be growing out of the cabbage rolls.
Okay.
So they will be cheating. And the symbol is, we know when we are going for some weddings, we know he will be cheating, she will be cheating.
Yeah, it's terrible too to have that.
Terrible when you know that in advance. Okay, so now it's your time.
No, it's your turn to ask me a question.
Okay. Time matters. Will the two police officers trying to block $18 billion, $1.8 billion to pay to the January 6th be successful?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And did you see now they're telling Cruz and Lindsey Graham, this money includes you too.
Yeah.
For them looking at your phone records. But they're still not going to get the votes they want.
No, and they want to people to vote their way, but I don't think they will be successful. Yesterday, they had to stop the meeting with.
And yeah, they said
DOJ. It was so heated that and behind the closed doors with OP, and they didn't achieve anything. He left angry. So it's not.
He said, "You can't do this to President Trump."
Oh yes, you can do it to us everything, or to you guys because I'm from Canada.
Yeah, I said, "Watch me."
Mm-hmm. So now it's your turn.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, you guys. My contractor had to go pick up something, and I'm glad he looked. He left my garage door wide open.
Oh.
So you can't leave the garage door open. Okay, so now it's
your turn.
Now it's my turn to tell you.
Yeah, to ask me.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, you guys. Well, I'm never quite sure. I had a lucid dream the other day that I saw Pete Buttigieg being the Secretary of State and working with other countries to help clean up this mess. Somebody just asked, will Kamala Harris become the next Attorney General or President?
So there are two questions. First, for her to be president. Can you count to three?
1, 2, 3.
I don't think so. I see the tooth pull out. So it will be, they will have to replace the tooth, but it's not a real one when it's replaced.
Okay, so she's not.
I don't see her, I'm sorry. But she might be a vice president?
She was just vice president. Why would she want to do that again?
It's better than nothing.
How about
Mayo looks like Mayo will be the president.
She could also be the attorney general.
Well, maybe that's the wedding. So that would be something. I think there will be a white male
Okay.
Mayo.
Well, I've often felt, and I could be wrong, that Jack Smith would be the attorney general. They would talk him into doing it.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He will have a nice grip on it if they will choose him.
I can see them trying to talk him into it. It's not something he really wants to do, though.
He will be out of his cave and very good judge for judgment.
Very good and very detailed.
But I don't know if he will take it. He might sleep on it. It was
Or
so
he
stressful.
He might be overwhelmed with the details.
But he is good with that. He likes to be precise all the time. Okay, Alma de Sojourner. Is Lindsey Graham really going to lose his Senate seat this time in South Carolina?
Let me do 3 on that. Well, it's very tight. He's hoping they'll cheat for him, but it looks like his wishes will not come true.
So that's good.
So I see him
For
going.
60 years in the politics, I think he is such a fox. This way, that way, whatever he can catch, and he can be both sides at the same time. Very hard to know
Exactly.
what.
So,
Okay.
will Jamie Raskin become a Supreme Court justice? One, 2, 3.
Because he had that lymphoma cancer, I see him talking to a doctor. This can come back,
Okay.
So they want someone who is much younger, much more stronger.
Yeah, I don't see him being, not that he wouldn't do a great job, but I don't see
No, but I see him in front of the doctor. So that might be the reason they might not go for him, because they want young and very healthy.
Yeah, and also people would ask me over and over, would Kamala be? And I said no.
That queen of work, but I don't think she's that precise with doing this.
Yeah.
Going different direction, and someone will do a really good job. So whoever it will be a really hard worker.
Okay.
Julius Gray, do you see the end of the conflict in Ukraine in near future? People exhausted but resilient.
Oh, it's definitely going to happen.
And now they are attacking Moscow.
Right in the middle of Moscow. Well, they attacked civilian places.
And the other places, yeah.
Zelensky said, I'm done. And now he's just blowing them up. They're definitely, I see, as I saw years ago, Putin running for his life.
Okay. So that's how much longer? Because I don't predict time. So do you have?
I don't really predict time, but I've always said Ukraine would win.
I just hope that they are winning. Before, I thought that Putin will be popular at the beginning. I know, and some people wanted him to at the beginning.
He was popular for a while, and now they
don't
are losing their husbands and brothers and son. No, they're not into this. Okay, here's my question. Was it my turn or your turn?
Your turn.
What is going to happen to the 50,000 electrical consumers in Lake Tahoe who were told to find their electricity somewhere else because the company was going to serve the data center? Jesus.
Well, people will be buying bicycles and they will be paddling and making the electricity by themselves.
That if this happens, it's not going to last very long. I'm going to tell you right now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I see a symbol of lobster cutting some wires. So people will be cutting some wires for them.
Ah, that sounds correct.
People will be upset.
People will sabotage them.
Yeah, and they want to use the water, and there is not that much water in that area. Money, 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 and people will stand up for themselves, for security of their own. So people will be. I saw a crab cutting the cords.
And I believe that because, you don't piss off people in Lake Tahoe.
No, you can't. No, you can't do that.
Interesting. Okay, hit me up.
Ruth, good here. Should the states of America consider going to join the independence? So should the people be going for the independent, not Democrats, not Republicans, but being independent more?
Down the road, that's definitely happening.
Yeah, I do believe that they have
because,
enough.
As much as people hate Republicans, they hate Democrats too.
I heard that. I'm surprised, but I'm
well, it's not these real lax. I don't like Schumer, and I'm not a fan of the guy who's going to be the future speaker. But they all get money from oil and from
they go from the same donors.
Once they're what we're going to do though is once they all get in there, we'll start filtering out the ones that take money.
I believe it will be already this on this election that both parties will lose and that the third party will win.
Well, there's going to be a lot of independents for sure. See, look, a new beginning, wishes come true, and the joining of everyone. Because even the Republicans are upset about what's going on, but they don't want to become Democrat.
So, but to be independent sounds better.
You can be independent, yeah.
Because that way they okay. Alma de Suyerner, will Trump and Melania be in the White House in the Christmas 2026?
Yes.
Yeah, it's for you, so I'm not doing.
But he's near the verge of going down. Now, not necessarily celebrating Christmas. It feels like the military is involved with Trump, or there's some big scandal going on. Or his health is bad and he's in the hospital.
Okay. I feel there is some problems with his heart and brain. So there is not enough oxygen going to his brain, and he is probably suffering big time.
And they said the leader of China was furious at Trump.
What did he do?
Trump dozed off when he was talking. He fell asleep. He looked through a book that belonged to him that was sitting on the table. He turned his book towards him and opened it up. Probably couldn't read it because it was in Chinese. And he did something else that Trump was just furious at him. I mean, not Trump. Furious at him. He disrespected him.
He's making everyone furious. Camila was furious at him because he cut in front of her when he was shaking hands. Like she was calling him spoiled rotten brat.
Yeah.
So it's
will Ukraine finally be allowed to join NATO?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Symbol of hugging. So I think eventually they will hug them. They are waiting for so long. Yeah, they will put some work in it. Queen of Love, symbol of Ukraine, and the judgment. They will be judging, but this time they will let them to go get in. Before they could stop the war if they will let them to be part of the NATO.
You know, I see Ukraine being quite the country. And old Trump telling him you don't have the cards. Oh, he's got the cards now.
And Zelensky is okay. I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think about if Stephen Colbert will become a president? Would he go for it?
I heard no.
Oh.
I don't think he wants it.
He wanted?
I don't think he would want to do it. Remember that time he teased and acted like he was going to be president, but he did it from one of his comic things. I think he'll help whoever the new president is, help him in the administration. You know who else I see getting a spot in the new administration? Massi.
Musk in the new?
Massi.
Massi. Oh, okay. I thought Musk. No, we don't want that one.
Fetterman's on his way out.
Yeah, I like him, but he should leave the Republican Massi. He should leave the Republican Party and be independent, and people will follow him from both parties.
He will put light, truthful light, but he's got the death card here, which means his life's going to change. He's going to be very, very popular, even more so than he is now. That's wonderful.
Yeah. I wish, because I saw a guy with the beard, so I want him to, to be the guy with the beard. Even he's Republican right now, but if he will change into the independent.
Who's a Republican?
Massi.
Oh, yeah, Massi, yeah.
Yeah, and if
he voted with Trump on a lot of things.
Because
he wouldn't let go of that, the Epstein thing, and people were mad at him.
Yeah. Do you think that they will ever put some control how much the millionaires can pay to the people in the who are representing, like in the Congress or in the Senate? Because they are getting so much donation from private big donors.
Oh yeah, people out of the country too.
Yeah, can that be controlled one day?
That can be controlled, and let me tell you something else. This big slush fund that Trump's trying to do, the slush fund to give people money that were wrongfully persecuted, but a jury heard them, judges heard them, but they were wrongfully persecuted, and a lot of them are offending now as we speak. I saw Andrew, what's his name, Weinberg or Wine? He did a very good show with Lawrence O'Donnell, and Trump said, "Oh, they even got the IRS to say we're not going to look at your tax records." Wiseman said, "Don't you guys even worry, because once the new administration comes in, it will be proven beyond a reasonable doubt that was collusion." And he can't do that.
No, he is paying himself. It's like in a marriage, the same pocket. Two hands are grabbing from.
But all the people he's going after are the ones that say, "No, I think we should see the Epstein files." He went after Marjorie Taylor Greene. He went after Massi. Who else did he go after? Cassidy. Oh, Cassidy's furious. Did you see now he's turning around voting with the Dems? I said, keep going, Trump. Keep going.
Keep going, and people are going to start getting brain. Okay? Trish?
Yeah.
Is the primary election cheating again using eMask and his technology of Starlink and something else? Will we find out the truth on time?
For Elon?
Will he be cheating?
Well, yeah, he is cheating, but he's about ready to get in huge trouble. He's got a big rocket getting ready to take off. That's going to give him even more money. But I see France arresting him for interfering with their, France.
Yes, because he is over there in. Why?
But I always got a bad feeling about Elon with these drugs he takes. I think he might just be found dead sometime.
Well,
they showed him walking and he was doing that weird head stuff.
In China, he was walking like a lunatic.
Yeah. And do you know, what's his name? Beijing or E? I can't say his name. That's when my dyslexia comes out. What's the name of the Chinese president?
Xi.
Okay. Xi.
Xi, X and I. Xi.
Xi. They had their lowlives meet with a few of those multimillionaires, but they didn't meet with them. And they were so disappointed because they thought, we're coming with the president of the United States. We get to meet with him. And he never met with them.
No, he ignored them. You see, he is in the government that crooked hands can be cut very short.
Yeah.
So they have to fight for the best of the country because everyone is watching them. You remember once on the big ceremony, the second guy after Xi was called off by two soldiers and removed from the office, from that ceremony, and never shown up.
Who was the guy?
It was second after Xi.
Oh.
I don't know his name, but it was about 5 years ago. And there was a big ceremony. And officially 2 officers came in, asked him to stand up and took him out. And we never heard about him.
Yeah, he's probably not alive anymore.
So you see, Xi is very cautious not to have dirty hands.
Yeah.
If they will see that
he works really good that way.
Fingers are too sticky, they can cut them off very fast. And so they never know if big ceremony can change for something completely different.
Well, he was furious at Trump for wiping his boots off on him. He's like, oh, hell to the no.
But, he wanted something to do something like that.
Let me tell you, Russia and China, because you know how Trump likes to talk about, I'm going to blow up Iran off the face of the earth. Russia and China said, don't even dare go there.
No, don't do that because we can blow up your Mar-a-Lago. And I wonder, do you think that they will do something to Mar-a-Lago? Would there be
I saw Mar-a-Lago just turned into a dump. I saw it being auctioned off piece by piece. Can I look real quick?
For what?
Is Trump going to be stopped by some other nation? I know the Secret Service, everybody really, Trump feels like he has to live in a cave. And he wants that bunker done. And now they're not even going to give him the money for the bunker. I love it.
Well, he was going like bulldozer, destroying everything. And then he thinks that, how come you not listen to me?
He wants nice pools. He wants his name on it. All of that will be taken down. Justice is coming for Trump, but I don't see like an assassination or anything, which is good because you don't want that because then he'll be a martyr. But I see his health going really bad.
You see what?
Trump's health going really bad.
So the tower work.
Yeah, he's not well at all. No, I see an embolism going up towards his brain, and somebody said he's already had 1 stroke.
Probably more than 1. And you see, when he was going to China, his hands were bruising. And before there was some big event as well, and his hands were bruising. They are giving him transfusion of blood from young men.
Whoa.
In Russia, they were doing this even many years ago. So that's why he has those bruises. So for a while, he is better. After that, he was not as sleepy or whatever, but we can see those bruises, so we know that he is getting that.
But it doesn't. I've never heard that. That could be hearsay. He could be getting some sort of diuretics or something, a blood thinner, because I think he had a stroke.
His legs are so swollen, and it's affecting his heart. Maybe his kidneys even. They will tell us.
Real swollen the other day. He looked, his face.
His face is swollen, and he's putting orange on his face all the time because there must be some reason for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have questions. Oh my gosh. So
there's questions up here. Our friends are sending us questions.
But I don't see them actually.
Oh, okay.
1 second, I will go here.
Oh, here's a good question, Violetta. Will the January Sixers return to jail after 45 leaves?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
How you call this when you are squeezing avocado? It's quite. How you call that dish when you are squeezing avocado, making from avocado? What are you like? You are
dip or
no avocado. You squeeze with this fork. You will squeeze it and then add onion and some
guacamole.
Guacamole. I see guacamole. So they will be squeezed. There is not that good outcome for them.
Okay.
Now they think that everyone will get $1 million, and that's not going to happen. But when people are promised something, they are easy spending money.
Well, that one guy was assaulting a young boy, and he told the young boy, when I get my money, I'll give you money.
Yeah, but those 2 girls were testifying that the guy was abusing them, and he told them that he will be rich again.
Oh, my God.
So the guacamole, I think that they will be crying. Those guys will be crying.
I see, yeah.
And Angel of Justice will visit them. Some of them will go free, but some of them will completely, their lives will be destroyed.
Or are already destroyed, or they're doing other illegal things.
How about Mike Flynn? What the future you see for Mike Flynn?
I haven't heard a word. He thinks he's going to get some money.
Yeah, but what do you think for real? What will happen with him? Because he is not really coming to the radar at all.
Ooh, bad news up ahead. I think when Trump goes down, they might take him back to court or something.
Because he was poor guy. He was so hurt, so absolutely hurt.
After he confessed to all of it.
Yeah, and then he's innocent white like a girl on the communion day.
Now, I want to look at Tulsi Gabbard's future, now that we know she's stepping down. Also, do you think it's the truth that her husband has bone cancer?
Okay, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
His cancer will be under control, so it's not as bad. But I think she has enough of that.
Like this was a good reason for her to get out?
Yeah, because she was never in front of any situation. She was always back. The boys were, I see boys playing poker, but she was at the other room.
Yeah.
So Queen of Love. So she will be watching over her husband for sure, going to the world, and she will be working, but I don't think she will be doing anything for Trump anymore.
She's got some big legal troubles coming up. Big legal troubles. Her, not her husband.
She is not happy. And she was never part of the group. Oh,
she's got a total change of life due to some judgments made against her. Big heartbreaks ahead. And here's the sun, but the sun is in her higher consciousness. She'll be glad to finally release all the secrets. Does that make sense? She'll be glad she'll just take it and keep moving forward.
Because she was like I see her, they are playing poker, guys, and she's in another room. She didn't feel like she is part of the group.
And she appreciated when she could be somebody, but she was nobody with him.
Is she going to cooperate with Putin? Because we know that she was kind of friendly with him.
I don't see that.
No.
I'm going to tell you, I don't see Putin around much anymore.
Putin around? Oh, gosh.
I think Ukraine is pushing, giving so much stress. He went to China hoping China would help work against Ukraine. But, Ukraine doesn't like Iran. Because they promised them they wouldn't do something, and they did it anyway and broke Ukraine's heart. So they don't trust Iran.
No.
But I don't see China, like you said, China's the negotiator. China doesn't want to get in the middle of it.
No, and they can't do anything behind the door, because then they can be walking to the basement.
But I see he's desperate. Putin is desperate right now.
Putin? Oh, yeah.
Have you looked at Netanyahu at all? How's his?
No. Can we pull 3 cards for him?
Let's do. You do first. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1.
Yes.
2. 3.
I think he is losing grip. And I see his office being empty. So the room will be empty.
This is Netanyahu?
Yeah, Bibi. And he will lose his position. And after that, he will go probably to jail because he's not popular.
No, look at this. I got judgment. Look at, you got the demon.
I have a demon and legal things. His wife, I don't know. She will be the only one who will be standing behind him. But he's not popular in his country.
No, nobody likes him. But here's justice against him, money falling out of his pockets, and he's stuck. And he did this to himself.
Yeah, and 2 days ago, I heard Trump saying, I'm so popular in Israel. I have 90% popularity. And I thought, yes, because you are doing much better job for them than for USA.
Yeah.
90% popularity.
Is that real?
That's what
he lies about everything.
He is saying things, and that the economy is so good in USA. Do you feel that the economy is that good in USA?
It's a fraud, and it'll bounce down. It's not going to be as bad as the Great Depression. No, but this $6 and something cents a gallon. Whew.
Yeah, I was.
And America makes enough gas to take care of ourselves.
But we actually drain all of those extra gasoline storages.
Yeah,
so low on storages. He should.
But this guy who does a show, I can't think of his name. He said people say that, but what they don't realize is you can go all the way to the end of the barrel. Because gasoline is purified. It's different with oil, but with gasoline, it's purified. So he said, mark my words, we have plenty of gas.
Oh, okay.
So Well, girlfriend, I could only be on 45 minutes, and that's what we did.
Perfect. Yeah, I had enough questions for that. And some in my head. So
So, do you get a little hit of something coming up for Memorial Day or?
the vision that I have is not proper. So I'm seeing like a girl taking off her bra, playing poker. So they will be playing something and thinking that they will be safe, and then they will be exposed.
Ooh. Do you think this has to do with the Epstein stuff?
Maybe because yesterday or 2 days ago, that girl who was accused of helping, and she said, no, I was a victim.
She was, yes.
And she was the best witness so far.
Yeah.
And I think she will mention other girls and that will be avalanche.
Yeah, she brought up some names they didn't have. Exactly.
So something like this might happen. And
yeah, so that basically what you're saying is kind of what I was feeling. A big exposure is getting ready to happen. Yeah. He's so desperately trying to shut everybody up.
I never played that kind of poker, but I heard about this.
I never did either. I know how to play poker.
I don't know how to play other games.
So, well, stay on because I have to reschedule. Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate you. Thank you, Water Lily. See who else was helping us. Lucid. Equus. Oh, I don't see Lisa here. Okay, love you guys. Cheers. And look out for Violetta on her show. Okay.
Thank you so much. Next time Linda will be with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, whoever I was sending